Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is another TBR video and we are picking for October. I am thinking this month I am going to pick a bigger amount of books than I normally do, not with the intention of reading every single one, because I think I want to pick 10 books and I don't think I'll be able to read all of the 10 books in the month because I typically don't get through my full physical TBR. I typically still have a couple left over, but October is my birthday month. So I think as a little birthday treat to myself, I'm gonna pick 10 books. A, because it's fun and I like picking them and finding them from the prompts. And two, it gives me a bigger amount of books to pick from to mood read since it's my birthday month. I think I should allow myself to be able to mood read as much as I want to. So we're gonna pick 10 books this time around, which is more than I normally do. But I've got my mug right here with all of my TBR prompts in it, and I have dumped all of the old prompts back into here so that it is fully stocked. I don't have any books necessarily on my radar, so we are just going to go for vibes because it's my birthday month and I'm allowed to do that. First prompt, we've got a book by a favorite author. What could I do? What could I do? Also, everyone say hi to Lewis. If you don't know who Lewis is, he is a giant animatronic at Target for the Halloween season. And he is the cutest thing ever. Go look up some videos of him if you don't know who he is. But this year they came out with miniature versions of him, so I got him for my bookshelf. But back to the prompt, I think I know what book I want to do. And that is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I really like this author and I have found myself liking her even more ever since I went and saw her talk about this book. And this is the last book of hers, besides like she has like a YA book I think that's out. But out of her adult romances, this is the last one that I have to read because I just recently read The Dead Romantics. So I'm going to add Sounds Like Love to the TBR. This is the first book on the October TBR. Our second prompt, these are not folded very well, but a book by an author you've never read. I actually probably have a lot of books on here by authors I have never read. I know which one I'm going to pick for this one, and this one might be cheating, but I know I'm going to be able to get to it because it is my book club's pick for my family book club, and my hold for it is going to be available in like 8 days. So I know that I'll be able to get to it, and that is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I have never read a book by her, and this seems like such a cute, cozy fantasy book, so we're adding this one to the TBR. I feel like I've got a color scheme going on right now. Not mad about it though. Okay, prompt number 3, we have Bookstagram chooses. They did choose for me last month and it was a good book that they picked. So what do I want them to pick for me this time? I think I'm gonna do, this was one of the options last month and I do really want to read Wild Dark Shore. It's pretty high on my mental TBR, so I think I'm going to have this be one of the options, and maybe this one. Kind of go for a moody vibe. I think I'm going to pick Masters of Death for the other option. Both of these sound really good. So I'm going to take a picture of these and post it to my Instagram and let them choose. BRB. Okay, I just uploaded that to my Instagram story, so we are going to give it some time to figure out. So I set those 2 books aside and we will pick the 4th book while we wait. And the 4th prompt is a book under 200 pages. I don't know if any of my physical TBR is under 200 pages, but I do have some on my Kindle Unlimited that are short story style books, I think, that could work. Yeah, I don't think any books on my physical TBR are going to be under 200 pages, so let me go to my Kindle Unlimited. Let me look on my phone here and see which ones I have downloaded that could be options. Okay, so I think I'm going to do another Ashley Poston book, but she has on Kindle Unlimited, there is a collection called the Improbable Meet Cute collection, and she wrote one called With Any Luck, and it's literally 43 pages, so we're gonna pick that as the fourth book. Technically it's like a short story, but I still count those. I still count those towards my reading goal. Prompt number 5, that one from the bottom. We are gonna go with this one. It is a book you started but didn't finish. If you've been around for a while, you know this specific prompt haunts me. I keep picking it when there's really only one book on my physical TBR that I started but did not finish. And that is because I soft DNF'd it because I wanted to read it around Valentine's Day. And I started reading it after Valentine's Day, but it's set on Valentine's Day, so I'm not reading it until Valentine's Day. So we're not going to do that prompt. I'm going to set it aside, and we will pick a different prompt. We're going to do this one, which is a book with a red cover. What options do I have? Red cover. Oh! That is a good option. I have Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is the second book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, and I did really enjoy the first one, so this could be a good option because obviously it is a very red cover. I also have this one called Mrs. Everything by Jennifer Weiner. Oh, it's looking more pink on camera, but that's because there's a person that's pink, but the background is definitely red. But I think I'm gonna go with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder because that seems way more red than this one does. Because this is basically all red versus this one has other colors in it too. So that is going to be our 5th book. I guess I should do that one that just fell out because maybe it is calling to me for whatever reason. So the one that fell out is a book with the blue cover. I actually have quite a bit of options. I could do The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I could do Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Little Fires Everywhere. The Last Romantics. I've got a lot of blue options. My goodness. I could do Daisy Hates, the next book in the Magnolia Park series. I think I'm gonna stop grabbing them. I definitely have more, but I'm gonna stop grabbing them because that's a lot. I am thinking I'm not gonna do The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I don't want to read that around my birthday. I'm thinking it's gonna be one of these 3, so I'm gonna put these 2 back. Okay, I'm thinking either doing Daisy Hates, Done and Dusted, or The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I feel like this could be a good option for October because it is like a mystery thriller, and I also really want to read this before the movie comes out. When does The Housemaid movie come out? December, so I feel like I should pick The Housemaid so that way I can read it before the movie comes out because I definitely need to read it before then. So we're picking The Housemaid for the blue cover. So prompt number 7, this one. A book with a 2-word title. I've got so many. So many. I could do Daisy Hates because that's a 2-word title. Normal People, The Flat Share, Firefly Lane. I'm kind of leaning towards Daisy Hates. I'm kind of leaning towards Daisy Hates because I kind of want to dive back into this world. I haven't read it since reading Magnolia Parks. So I'm thinking of doing this one. Yeah, we're gonna do Daisy Hates. Book number 8. Book number 8 is a new release. Do I have, actually, I'm going to do for the new release option, I am going to do, because I don't want to buy a book right now, I just don't want to. I'm on a book buying ban unless I specifically find them at Goodwill. So I don't really have many new releases on my physical TBR, but I do know my next book club pick for one of my book clubs that I'm in is The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O'Clover, and it just came out like 2 days ago, or yesterday. It came out yesterday. So I think I'm gonna do The Heartbreak Hotel for that pick because I know I'm gonna get to it, and it's the newest release book that's on my radar. So we're picking that one for book number 8. So book number 9, we only have 2 more prompts left. I feel like this honestly has been really easy for me to pick what books I want to read. It felt like it was gonna be way longer of a video for 10 books, but it's not. Anyway, Twin chooses. Let me see if my sister is home. She might be at work. She normally has Wednesdays off from her main job, but she also works part-time somewhere, so sometimes she works there on Wednesdays. So I don't know if she'll be home or not and to film right now, but we shall see. I will pick the 10th book while I'm waiting for a response from her. So prompt number 10 and the last one for this video. Obviously, we'll cut back to book number 9 when my sister picks, but a book with a place in the title. One also fell out, so let's see what this one is. A book with the person on the cover. Maybe we'll do 11 books and do both of these because, like I said, I'm just getting these as books to pull from for mood reading. And this one fell out, so I felt like it was calling to me and wanted to be picked, but I picked this one. So we're gonna pick one for each of those, and my sister is home. She will be here soon. She lives like literally the building right across from me, so in the same apartment complex, so it'll take her a couple minutes to get over here. We'll do a book with a place in the title first because that's the one that I actually picked. Okay, a book with a place in the title. Question, would Caraval count as a place? Because it technically is the name of the carnival, or is it the name of the game? I don't know if this one counts. I'm gonna hold on to it off to the side just in case it counts, but I don't know if that one counts. What about the Wren and the Holly Library? Does the Holly Library count as one? I do have this one called The Last Hours in Paris. So that is definitely a place because Paris is a place. I also have one called The Boston Girl, but I don't know. That one doesn't sound as interesting to me. Yeah, I think we're gonna pick, that's upside down and backwards. We're gonna pick The Last Hours in Paris. This book is about, it's set during World War II. It says, a powerful portrait of war and retribution, a beautiful story of love and forgiveness. Paris, 1944. Elise Chivalry knows what it is to love and to hate. Her fiancé, a young French soldier, was killed by the German army at the Maginot Line. Living among the enemy, Elise must keep her rage buried deep within. Sebastian Kleinhaus no longer recognizes himself. Forced to join the Third Reich and wear a uniform he despises, he longs for a way out, for anyone to be his salvation. Brittany, 1963, reaching for the suitcase under her mother's bed, 18-year-old Josephine Chivalry uncovers a secret that shakes her to the core. Determined to find the truth, she travels to Paris, where she learns the story of a forbidden love as a city fought for its freedom. Of the last stolen hours before the first light of liberation, and of a betrayal so deep that it would irrevocably change the course of 2 young lives forever. That actually sounds really, really good. I now understand why I bought this book, because that sounds beautiful and a story that I would love, because World War II historical fiction is one of my favorite types of historical fiction books. So that will be our book with a place in the title. And now we gotta find a book with a person on the cover, which that one also could have worked for. Let's see what options we have. Ooh. Just kidding, I don't even need to pick because I have been wanting to read this one for a while too. And that is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. And there is definitely a person on the cover right there. Plus, it is just a really pretty book. We're doing this one. So I guess we're picking 11 books this month, which is definitely, I'm not going to be able to get to all of them for sure. But like I said, it's my birthday month and I just want to mood read and have a big stack of books to choose from. So with that said, we need to wait for Bookstagram to choose between the 2 books. And then we also need to wait for my sister to get here so that she can pick a book for me to read. So she probably will be here soon. She just had to quickly get dressed and stuff. So I'm going to stop recording right now until she gets here, and then she'll pick. So I'll see you in a couple minutes when she gets here. Okay, so this is my sister, my twin.
Do we look alike?
Can you tell that we're twins?
I don't know.
So for October, I'm picking a lot more books than I normally do. Normally I do like 5, maybe 6 if I want to feel like I can.
Right.
I was going to pick 10, but I'm picking 11 because a random one fell out on the last pick that I had. Not with the intentions of finishing all of them, but because October is our birthday month, I want to mood read more.
Okay.
And just like, I wanted to have a giant stack to pick from.
Got it.
So that way I can have like more options. So
I want to see the books you've picked.
These are all the ones that are for sure on my TBR so far. I have a couple that are on my Kindle too. I'll show you.
And started this. It's so good.
My hold will be available in 8 days for that.
There's a character that I think you're really going to like.
Okay.
I want to tell you about the character.
No. That's Miranda's book. The housemaid one is Miranda's book.
Yeah. House in Paris. Oh, Hours in Paris. That sounds good. Study in Drowning.
And then, hold on.
Oh, there's more.
Yes. 2 that I have on my Kindle that I'm picking, or one of them is actually not on my Kindle. It's on Cloud Library. But it's this Heartbreak Hotel.
Okay.
And then another one that I have on my Kindle. I needed to pick one that was under 200 pages. And none of these are under 200 pages.
Not even this one?
Not even that one. It's over 200. It's under 300.
Dang. I was like, it's so tiny.
I know. Luna. Hey. It's called With Any Luck. And it's like a short story, so it's like 43 pages.
Oh, okay.
And then Bookstagram is choosing, but I have the poll up and it's not up yet. So they're picking between these 2.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be hard. You have so many books.
I know. I can hold Lewis for you.
Lewis. Do you pick a really big book? Pick the biggest book you have?
It's literally one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
That would be funny. It does look good.
I want to read it. The second one comes out soon, but I just haven't.
That is going to be an option, actually.
It just intimidates me because it's so big. But also because there's like, in the beginning, from...
Oh, there's like the contents or like the...
From here until here is a glossary and pronunciation guide.
That's crazy.
So that intimidates me a little bit because that's a lot of information to take in. That's technically Mom's book that she's letting me borrow.
There's a cat on the cover. It's a choice now.
Okay. You see this little picture I got?
Oh, that's so cute.
You should also go look in our bathroom when we're done.
Okay, I will. You have not read Water for Elephants?
No, I have not read Water for Elephants.
5 for me to read.
My neighbor just came and gave us some crumble cookies.
I'm so excited.
You can take both of them because Brad's not the biggest crumble cookie fan and I can't eat gluten-free,
so.
so.
Me and Miranda will eat them, that's for sure. Don't worry guys, I washed my hands before touching the books again.
I'm texting Brad about the crumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of Kristen Hanna. I just started The Four Winds by her last night. I keep finding her books at Goodwill.
This bookshelf is
This is all books that I've already read.
Okay,
correct.
Perfect. Okay, first book choice that I'm gonna choose between is Wayward.
I think it may have been one of the ones you had chosen between last time too.
Probably. It just speaks to me.
Yeah, it does look cute.
Option 2 is House of Salt and Sorrows. Okay. The Lost Bookshop. That's interesting. It's a vanishing bookshop. Or The Bookshop of Second Chances. Or I picked this one because it's the biggest book on the bookshelf. When the Moon Hatched.
I am really excited for that one, but I'm intimidated.
Ooh. Assassin.
There's dragons in it, I think.
Okay, I think I'm between these two.
Ooh, not the two I thought you were gonna pick between.
Which ones did you think I was going to
These
pick
two.
between?
Because of the cat, and you picked this one last time too.
I added this book because there's a cat on the cover.
It's not gonna focus on that. It doesn't autofocus.
Sad. There's a cat on the cover, so I picked that one for that reason. Okay. Now let me actually read.
Yeah. Hi, Luna. She jumped up on the little stool. She's like, you heard her say hi to me.
Hi, Nuna. I kind of want to pick this one, but I feel like you're just not going to read it. I feel like if I pick this one, there's a chance you would read it.
Let's see if there's a whole, if it's on. On Cloud Library, there's an audio, and that will be available in 11 days.
So that's very soon.
That is
You could read it then, or at least start it
Yep.
in October.
Yep, I did just place a hold on it. Just in case.
We're going with the big guy.
It's probably one of the books that has intimidated me the most on my physical TBR.
Which is probably good that I'm picking it, because you would probably then never pick it yourself.
True, true, true.
So, I'm going to do the twin sister thing and make you read it. When the Moon Hatched.
It sounds so
There you
good.
go.
Thank you.
Add it to your stack.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Want to see
enjoy
where my...
it. Okay, well, have fun picking the rest of your books.
Thanks. Well, I picked all of them now. I'm just have to wait for those to go.
Well, have fun reading your books.
Thank you. Okay, sorry for the lighting change. It is now 6 o'clock, so if I turned off the overhead light, it would not go over well. It would be really dark in here, so harsh lighting for the end of this video. So sorry. But since it's now 6 o'clock, my poll has been up for quite some time now, since it is now 6 o'clock, so we are going to look at it together and see if Wild Dark Shore or Masters of Death won. I do really, really want to read this book, but this would be such a good book for October, I think, so we shall see which one won. I'm kind of nervous a little bit. Okay, let's see together. Oh, it is close. It's 45% to 55%, but the winner to 55% is Masters of Death. So this is the one we will be going for. This one had 12 votes versus this one only had 10 votes. So we are going with Masters of Death. Okay, so let's go through all of these. I'm not going to go in order of the prompt that I picked them, because there is too many and they all kind of got jumbled up, all of the prompts that I did. So we are just going to go from the top basically, but I'm gonna move Lewis for right now so that I can set the books right here. Okay, so our first book is a book with a place in the title, and we picked The Last Hours in Paris. Second was a book by an author that you've never read before, and we picked The Spell Shop. And then we had to pick a book with a person on the cover, and we picked A Study in Drowning. Lewis almost fell there. And then we picked a book by a favorite author, and I picked Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. Lewis, I'm actually gonna move down here for now. And then we picked a book with a 2-word title, and for that one I picked Daisy Hates, the second in the Magnolia Park series. We had to pick a book with a blue cover, and we picked The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Again, I feel like this one will be good for the fall time. A book with a red cover, we picked Good Girl, Bad Blood, the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. This stack is so big, I don't even know if it's all gonna fit. And Instagram chose Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. This will be really good for October, I think. Last physical copy on the TBR, my sister picked, my twin sister picked, and it was When the Moon Hatched. I'm excited for this one. I've been wanting to read it for a long time, but it intimidates me because it is really big and there's a lot of glossary and pronunciation guide at the beginning, but I will be listening to it, so I think that that will help me understand, hopefully. Will it fit? Oh, just perfectly will fit. The 2 books that are not on my physical TBR but are still added to the TBR this month are The Heartbreak Hotel, and then also With Any Luck by Ashley Poston. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!